Thank you very much. Thank you for the invitation, distinguished members of the European Parliament, European Commission, and distinguished audience, of course. I don't know whether I can present some solutions, but what I can do in the few minutes that I have is to try to present what is our approach to these issues as a company, and maybe you can understand a little bit better why we do certain things and what we don't do others. Now, we all care about democracy, and whether it's someone from the academia, researchers, private institutions, or policymakers. But these are, and we've seen it already from the presentations of the other speakers, these are challenging times. Now, let's remember that Facebook is a social media platform that has 2 billion users. I know that we say it a lot, but it is important really to understand what is the approaches that we have on our platform. These people come to Facebook to share information, to express their say, to have a say, to express their opinions, and to connect with others. These obviously, Facebook and other social media platforms impact on social cohesion, but also on the democratic discourse, absolutely. And I want to also highlight something that sometimes just passes by, and that is many of those users are also voters, and they come to social media to have a more direct interaction in that political debate. So a couple of examples here. We have more than 10 million people that follow an MEP on Facebook, and 3 million people actually share and react, comment to content actually posted by a member of the European Parliament, or a few, of course, on Facebook. So for democracy to really succeed, we at Facebook look at 4 main ingredients, or 4 main pillars. First and foremost, free speech. Yes to free speech, not to hate speech. No to hate speech. Accurate news and not fake news. And more accountability, more trust, and more transparency. So how do we apply those things, so those principles, to what we do? Our approach includes both investing in technology, but also investing in humans, investing in professionals. Now, what do we do with that combination between humans, human professionals, and technology, including AI, to prevent and abuse in our systems? Well, we try to find and remove bad actors. We block and remove fake accounts. And we limit the spread of misinformation with unprecedented political advertising transparency that you would agree with me wasn't here a few months ago. Now, I just want to say a couple of words on misinformation. Our approach to misinformation is threefold. We remove, we reduce, and we inform. We remove what's against our policies, we reduce fake news, misinformation, and we inform. The idea here is to basically find a balance and make sure that people have can come to Facebook and express themselves freely, but also that we encourage accurate information on the platform. And that's why we work in partnership with our fact-checking partners. So what is this operationally, how does this look like? Well, yes, I know that we talked about fake news removals. We're very proud of that. It's never enough, but I want to mention it. We do remove 1 million accounts per day before they're registered. The 99% is about the 99% figure. I just want to say it's really about what we detect before anyone reports into us. It's not before they register, but before anyone reports that to us. On fact checkers, I have to say that Mr. Chess, I didn't hear from the European Commission, might remember the amount of fact checkers we had a few months ago when we started our reporting on the code on misinformation. We now have 21 fact checkers in Europe in more than 14 European languages. And we have made some progress in terms of products, right? So what are the changes that we've made to our products? We said before we want accurate information on the platform, but we want to empower users to make those decisions. We don't want, as Facebook, to determine what is true and what is not true. And that's why we've worked through our media literacy programs, but also on products like related articles or a context button. So obviously, this is something that we cannot solve on our own, and we need to engage in further collaboration. I think that one of the angles that has been discussed for some time is our approach to the research community and our collaboration. We continue to engage and want to continue to make progress on this, including more access to data. Because, as I said at the beginning, accountability is important to us. Just two words on the Code of Conduct on Misinformation, the European Commission. We have been part of the European initiatives on misinformation since the very beginning, the high-level expert group, stakeholder group, etc. We co-drafted the code and are early signatories of it. We honor our commitments that look very similar to what I have described to you very briefly today on what our approach is. And we have, you can have a look and how that looks like, because we don't have much time, on the European Commission's website. We have just submitted our last report, our annual report, and we continue to, and we look forward to continue working with the European Commission, with the European Parliament, and any of you on this matter. And with that, thank you.